Hello students, so here we are with the question first of the exercise 3.4 for the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. So the question first is solve the following pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. And the two linear equations have been provided in part A, B, C and D. So starting with the part A, here the two equations being provided are x plus y is equals to 5. And the second equation is 2x minus 3y is equals to 4. So these are the two equations. And as in the question, it's been asked to solve these linear equations by the elimination method as well as by the substitution method. So starting off with the substitution method. So writing the two linear equations, that is x plus y is equals to 5. Let this be the first equation. And the second equation is 2x minus 3y is equals to 4. Mark this the second equation. Now find the value of x from the first equation, which comes out to be equal to 5 minus y. Let me mark this equation with the third equation. Now substitute this value of x in second equation. So it will be 2 into 5 minus y minus 3y is equals to 4. Now solving it, it will be minus 5y is equals to minus 6, or y is equals to 6 by 5. Let this be the fourth equation. Right. Now substitute this value of y in the third equation. That is, put fourth in third. So substituting the value of the y in third equation, it will be x is equals to 5 minus 6 by 5. So on solving it, the answer will be 19 by 5. So from here, the value of x comma y will be equal to 19 by 5 comma 6 by 5. So this was about the variables x and y for A part of the question. And this have been solved by using the substitution method. Now coming to the second method, which is elimination method. So now solving it with the elimination method, what elimination method says that we will focus that whether the coefficients of the variables in both the linear equations are same. Suppose in this case we have been targeting the variable x, and if we say clearly in equation first the value of the coefficient of variable x is 1 and in the second equation its value is 2, which means that they are not the same in both the equation. So in order to make their coefficient same for the variable x in both the equations, what we will do is to multiply both the sides with the number 2 of equation first. That is 2 into x plus y is equals to 2 into 5. We will multiply both the sides with the number 2 so that it don't have overall effect on the linear equation. So in solving it, what it will be, 2x plus 2y is equals to 10. Right. And now writing the second equation. What is the second equation? This is the first equation. The second equation is 2x minus 3y is equals to 4. This is the second equation. Now what is the next step is to subtract the second equation from the first equation. What it means is that we have to change the sign of the second equation. As it's plus, so it will be minus, it's minus, then here it will be plus, and it's plus, here it will be minus. So on solving it, it will be 5y is equals to 6, right? Or we can write it as y is equals to 6 by 5, right? Now put this value of the y in any of the equation, whether first or the second. The choice is yours. Now suppose I am substituting this value of the y in equation first. What is the second equation? 2x minus 3y is equals to 4, and the first equation was x plus y is equals to 5. This was the initial first equation, right? Before multiplying both the sides by 2. So substituting this value of the y in this equation, that is, let me mark this 3 and let this be the first only. Now put third, let me mark this with a star, as we have first equation this also, right? So put third in first star. So what it will be? X is equals to 5 minus y, means 5 minus 6 by 5. So on solving it, the answer will be 19 by 5. So from here also, the value of x comma y comes out to be 19 by 5 comma 6 by 5, which is the same as has been obtained by using the substitution method. So this was about the A part of the first question. Now coming to the B part of the question, here the two equations being provided are 3x plus 4y is equals to 10, and the second equation is 2x minus 2y is equals to 2. So starting solving these equations with the elimination method, what the elimination method says that we need to ensure that the numerical coefficient of the variable is same in both the equations. Suppose in this case we have been targeting over the variable y. As we observe that the value of the coefficient of variable y in first equation is 4, while in second equation is 2. So in order to make the coefficient same in both the equations, what we will do is to multiply both the sides of equation second with the number 2, so that the value of the coefficient of variable y will also become equals to 4. So first writing the equation given first, that is 3x plus 4y is equals to 10. Let me mark this equation first. Now writing the second equation by multiplying both the sides with the number 2. So the value comes out to be 4x minus 4y is equals to 4. Right. Now adding the equation first and the second, the value will be 7x is equals to 14. Or from here we can write x is equals to 2. Now substitute this value of x in the first equation. So the first equation is 3x. Substituting the value of the x, that is 2 plus 4y is equals to 10. Or we can write 4y is equals to 10 minus 6 is equals to 4. Here the value of the y comes out to be 1. So from here the value of the variable x comma y is equals to 2 comma 1. So this was about the elimination method. Now the substitution method, writing the first equation, that is 3x plus 4y is equals to 10, right? And the second equation is 2x minus 2y is equals to 2. So now how we can find? We will take 2 common. In the bracket we will be left with x minus y is equals to 2. So 2 and 2 will cancel out from both the sides, right? So it will be x minus y is equals to 1. Or we can write x is equals to 1 plus y. Let me mark this equation third. This be the first equation and this be the second equation. Right. Now, what the next step is, substitute this value of the x in the first equation. That is, put third in first. So it will be 3 into 1 plus y plus 4y is equals to 10. Solving it, it will be 7y is equals to 7. or y here comes out to be equal to 1. So from here, the value of x comma y is equals to 1, and we need to find the value of x. Substitute this value of the y in equation third. So substituting it, x comes out to be equal to 1 plus 1, which is equals to 2, which means x comma y in the second part is equals to 2 comma 1. So this was about the B part, where we have solved the B part by using elimination method as well as substitution method. So starting with the C part, here the two equations being provided are 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equals to 0. This will be the first equation, and the second equation is 9x is equals to 2y plus 7, or we can write it as 9x minus 2y minus 7 is equals to 0. These are the two equations being provided in the C part. Starting with the elimination method, as we know in elimination method, we ensure that the numerical coefficient of the variable is same in both the equations. But if we see that the coefficient of the x in the first equation is 3, while in the second equation is 9. So in order to make the value same for the variable x in both the equations, what we need to do is to multiply both the sides of equation first with the number 3, so that the coefficient of the variable x in the first equation also becomes equals to 9. So multiplying both the sides with the 3 number, so that it don't have the overall effect on the linear equation. So the value comes out to be 9x minus 15y minus 12 is equals to 0, as 0 into 3 is equals to 0. So this be the first equation and this be the second equation. Now subtract the second equation from the first equation. First writing the first equation, that is 9x minus 15y minus 12 is equals to 0, and the second equation is 9x minus 2y minus 7 is equals to 0. Right. These are the two equations. Now what the next step is, we have to subtract the second equation from the first equation. Means we need to change the sign of the second equation and then add it with the first equation. So here it will be minus 13y is equals to minus 5. If we take it to the right side, it will be 5. So y is equals to minus 5 by 13. Now put this value of the y in any of the equation, either first or second choice is yours. Now suppose I am putting this value of the y in the first equation. So it will be 3x minus 5 into minus 5 by 13 minus 4 is equals to 0, or I can write it as 3x plus 25 by 13 minus 4 is equals to 0, right? Or 3x is equals to minus 25 by 13 plus 4, which comes out to be equal to 27 by 13. So the value of the x comes out to be equal to 9 by 13. So from here we can write that x comma y for the C part is equals to 9 by 13 comma minus 5 by 13. Now this was by solving it with the elimination method. Now what is the next one? We have to solve this with the substitution method. C part, right? So solving it with the substitution method, writing the first equation, that is 3x minus 5y minus 4 is equals to 0. This is the first equation, and the second equation is 9x is equals to 2y plus 7. This is the second equation. So now in the substitution method, the first step is to find the value of the x from any one of the equations being provided. So here I am taking the first equation and finding the variable x value which comes out to be equal to 5y plus 4 divided by 3. Let me mark this equation as a third equation. Right. Now put this third equation, that is substitute the value of x in second. So substituting it, it will be 5y plus 4 divided by 3 is equals to 2y plus 7, or it will be 13y is equals to minus 5, or I can write it as y is equals to minus 5 by 13. Now I have obtained the value of the y. Now what is the next step is to substitute this value of the y in third equation, that is put 4 in third. Now substituting it, x will be equal to 5 into minus 5 by 13 plus 4 divided by 3, which comes out to be equal to 9 by 13. So from here we got the value of x as well as y variable, that is x comma y is equals to 9 divided by 13 comma minus 5 divided by 13. These are the values of the variable x and y for the C part of the equation of the question by using the substitution method. Now coming to the D part, in the D part the equations being provided are x by 2 plus 2 by 3 is equals to minus 1. This is the first equation, and the second equation is x minus y by 3 is equals to 3. This is the second equation. Now let me take the LCM of the second equation. It will be 3x minus y is equals to 9. Right. So let me mark this the second equation, and this is the first equation. Now let me start solving these equations with the elimination method first. So as I know, in the elimination method we ensure that the coefficient of the variable is same in both the equations. Let me first simplify the first equation as well. That is taking the LCM of the denominator, as the LCM of the 2 and 3 is equal to 6, so the denominator will be equal to 6. So means it comes out to be equal to, by taking the LCM of the denominator, in the numerator it will be 3x plus 4y, and if I take the denominator to the right hand side, it will be minus 1 into 6, which comes out to be equal to minus 6. So this will be the first equation. Now comparing the first and the second equation, if we see clearly, the variable x has the same coefficient in first as well as second equation. So means we just need to subtract the equation second from the first equation. Writing the first equation, 3x plus 4y is equals to minus 6, and the second equation is 3x minus y is equals to 9. Changing the sign in order to subtract, here it will be 5y is equals to minus 15, or y comes out to be equal to minus 3. Right. Now substitute this value of the y in any of the equation, either first or second, choice is yours. Let me substitute this value in the second equation. It will be 3x minus 3 is equals to 9, or 3x is equals to 9 minus 3, which comes out to be equal to 6. So from here x comes out to be equal to 6 divided by 3, or equal to 2. Right. So from here x comma y will be equal to 2 comma minus 3. So I have solved the D part of this question by using the elimination method. Now what the next step is, to solve these both equations again by using the substitution method. Okay. So writing again the first and the second equation, as we have got the first equation as 3x plus 4y is equals to minus 6, right? This is the first equation, and the second equation was 3x minus y is equals to 9. So this is the second equation. Now let me take the value of the variable x from the second equation. Say here the equation second gives the value of the x to be equal to 9 plus y divided by 3. Let me mark this equation as third equation. Okay, this is the third equation. Now substitute this value of the x in the first equation. So it will be 9 into 9 plus y divided by 3 plus 4y is equals to minus 6, or 5y, by solving this it will be 5y is equals to minus 15. The value of the variable y comes out to be equal to minus 3. Let me mark this equation fourth. Now substitute the value of the y in third equation. So x will be equal to 9 plus minus 3 divided by 3 is equal to 6 divided by 3, which comes out to be equal to 2. So from here x comma y is equal to 2 comma minus 3. So this was about the D part of the question. So we have solved the D part with the elimination as well as the substitution method as has been asked in the question. So we have obtained the value of the variable x and y for all the four parts by using both the method, that is elimination method as well as substitution method. So this was about the question first of the exercise 3.4. I hope this question is clear to all of you.